Good morning, everybody. We are live on WAZA 107.7 FM. This is Sipp in the Morning. I'm your host, Kris, my lovely wife, Oriana.
Hello.
And we have Big Homie Fresh in the building. What's up, man?
What's going on? It's the Gangster Mac is in the house. Big homie Fresh. You know what I'm saying?
And this is a good day.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what happened today.
Man, you know what today is? It's a special day. You know what I'm saying? The West finna ride again, LA. This is the day the product 2.0 drops. It's out now on all streaming platforms.
Absolutely. And it is a dope project. I gotta be honest. It's one of the, you brought that West Coast feel back. Like, you don't see too many people. A lot of people say they got that West Coast feel and they just get on the West Coast
Right.
beat. But no, when you get on it, I feel it. I'm like, because I remember the first time I heard you, I'm like,
Okay.
he gotta be from LA. And then we sat down face to face. You're like, I'm from Hazlehurst. I'm like, Hazlehurst?
Yeah.
Hey, but it's all good, man. And want to say thank you for letting me be a part of the project.
Oh, no problem, man. My pleasure.
Yeah, it's so the people that don't know you, give them a little backstory to Big Homie Fresh.
Okay. Big homie Fresh. My name is Marcus. I'm from Hazlehurst, Mississippi. Born and raised. I'm not originally from LA. I know, even though I have the LA sound. I grew up in Hazlehurst. Started doing music at. I started singing actually just to start. I started singing in like '99. My grandmother had me in the choir, so you know how that whole detail go. As I got older, by like 9th grade, when I hit 14, that's when I wanted to start focusing on rap a little bit more. I took it. It was a hobby in like 9th grade, but I got serious like when I was 16, so like my junior year.
Yeah.
That's when I started producing. My mom had got me a drum machine and a keyboard, which I still have, because that keeps me humble.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we pretty much got the same story. I was the same way when I was like, I didn't start singing, but when I was like 7, I fell in love with music so much, and I just wanted to be around it. So when I got like, when I was 10, I'd be in classroom, and you look through my notes, and you just see raps.
Yeah.
And I remember the teacher was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I'm writing raps." And so like, "What are you trying to rap?" I'm like,
because it almost felt like you had to do like you're doing your homework.
Yeah. And I remember it got worse as I got older. I'm talking like full pages just full of raps when I was 13.
Bro, you'd be surprised. I used to date. I don't know if people remember this. Like I used to take. If you took Miss Welch, and if anybody from Hazlehurst is listening, we used to write the date that we write a note or something like that. Or if you're doing a portfolio, and I would date all my lyrics. So I still got a box at home where I got all my stuff on it.
Yeah, I remember I found my tablet one time. I wrote a rap back in 2003.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, man, it's been a long time since I even seen this piece of paper. But you just see the growth in us, and when your birthday?
Valentine's Day, February 14, 1990.
Yeah, so we, like I said, we both 30. We were born in the same year, so we, like I said, we pretty much had that same story, and it kind of shows you how God moves. You know, like two people who are 15 miles away from each other, never met each other.
Yeah.
Continue to go on this path, and in the same sense, going through the same path and having the same mindset of we really care about what we're doing. And God just brought it full circle. We finally met each other, and when we met, it was like, man, I've been knowing you all my life.
Yeah. It's the energy you have with people. Because, like, if you have good energy with people, like, wherever you go, if you're a good person, that's going to follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to worry about, I don't really know this individual like that. Like, if we have something in common that's very, like, similar and we both enjoy doing it, we'll be, like, the best of friends forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like two people that work on cars and mechanics. We're going to start a shop together, something like that. Yeah.
Yes, your energy was very contagious.
Thank you.
In our living room. Y'all, it seems like everyone that we've talked to in the past when we was doing our shows, we're able to bring here now. We're so grateful. It's like a full circle. But yeah, you came in that living room all confident. I felt like I was meeting a celebrity because my husband had played your music on the radio, and I was like, man, he already made it. I was like, he's already industry level. Like, you already have an industry sound. So anyways, I remember after the interview, and you didn't get up. Like, you know how we finish, people get up, all right, man, I'll talk to you later. But no, you sat down, and then you just started talking. Like, you just started another conversation with my husband, and you've been at our house ever since. Like, it was just an instant family thing, and now we look at you as one of our brothers.
It's just like I said earlier, just the energy and how you carry yourself around people. When you, my grandmother was big on bringing bad spirits in people's houses. So like, I try to make sure I have a good spirit around people because they can linger around.
They can, and people feel that too.
Yeah.
So when we knew your energy was pure, even from day one, and like I said, you stayed it seemed like an extra hour after the interview. You and Kris got to talking, and before you knew it, you was back over there next week. And, and then it just became a continuous thing. So I'm super grateful that you came and gave us that good energy. And now you're part of the family. You can't leave now. We here. Like, we're here.
and it's just, Kris shared something similar with me. I don't really find that too many, that his type of vibe from an artist, I'm going to say that, not just a friend, because the friend thing came first.
Exactly.
The artist thing came later. And that's what made us closer. I don't have that kind of, for lack of a better word, bond with people. Because most artists, they kind of like, okay, it's just business. We go to the studio, I give you a beat, we go home. But with Kris, I can sit on the phone like, yeah, man. So what, you know what I'm saying? They can't mess with my Broncos, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, before the main source dropped, y'all was talking every day.
Yeah.
It was like a certain time of night where I knew you was going to call and, and y'all talking about something. And sometimes it wasn't even about music. You just wanted to check up on them, and we appreciate stuff like that. If we all learn how to keep that good energy around us, it will affect other people in a positive way.
Most definitely.
So I like I said, I compliment your good energy. I love you being around now. So
yeah, and one thing I got respect for you. For one, I remember you was like, you know what, I'm gonna produce a whole project for you.
Yeah.
And I've been in the business a while. I've heard people say that many times. So I was like, all right. They say, no, you call me next day, and then you start sending me snippets of beats. I'm like,
he was serious.
Making a whole project.
Yeah.
I like, you just kept sending them. I'm like, oh, he dead serious. He, I never got a fake energy from you. It's just, the business side. A lot of people do
talk,
this, but then you actually have to do it. So that's one thing I want to say, thank you to that.
Oh, no problem,
one,
man.
You sparked a new light in my career because honestly, I feel like I was getting stagnant. I was getting to the point where I don't know if I'm gonna elevate. I was getting selfish. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, man, I'm putting so much work into this music and nobody is giving me the respect. So I said, I was getting stagnant, and then you came and said, I'm producing a whole track, and I'm gonna challenge you to for one, take your input.
Right.
Because artists, they don't like taking other input.
Yeah,
they like going in the studio and doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
But you was like, take this input, and you told me, because I was going to name it something else, you were like, you need to name it this. And at first I was like, man, you tell me what to name my project. But then I really sat back and I was like, okay, as an artist, if I really want to be one of the greatest, I got to understand the greats worked with other greats. And they respected each other. So I was like, let me take what he's saying in consideration. And we made a dope project, bro.
Yep.
Yes, most definitely. The main source, bro, when I mentioned that to you, I talked to my little cousin. Now, some of the beats, he didn't tell you this last time he came with me to you guys' house. Yeah. Some of the beats on the main source, he wanted them, but he didn't know they were for you.
I knew you was about to say that.
Because he was like, yo, get out of here. These beats, they fire, they crazy. I'm like, yeah. Who they for? I don't know. I never tell anybody who the beats I make for. Like, especially if it's executive producing, because to me, we having a close bond, because I'm mixing my production with your sound.
Yeah.
So I don't think the outside world needs to hear it just yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's just a beat I'm making, yeah, man, you can come in and check it out. It don't matter.
And that's the difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Yeah.
You sat down and you studied me. You said, what will fit his sound? And that would let me know how serious you was. Because you studied and you start saying stuff, and I'm like, man, this is me.
Man, I listened to all your music. I watched all your music videos because I wanted to watch your body language and your energy. Because here's another thing about recording something. Like, you can record, like a lot of artists today figure, I can record it, get the beat off YouTube, put it out. But there's another thing. When you perform it, you ever notice how they get tired? They be sweating real hard. Yeah. But then you got this other artist, he'll perform the whole song, be like, yeah, man, I can do about 10 more. Yeah. Because the way you record it is based on how you're going to perform it. You know, especially with wind capacity. And a lot of artists that smoke and drink heavy, they should focus more on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as your wind capacity when you're on stage. Because it's different when you let them hear it and rapping it to them than you actually have to move your body in front of a large crowd.
They in the studio drinking and smoking. Yeah. They all relaxed.
Trying to catch a vibe.
Yeah. And then you get on the stage and you gotta actually take your energy to another level. You can't sit there just lazy and expect people to just vibe with you. They'll tell you get off the stage real quick. I've seen people get booed, and I'm sitting there like, oh.
I think that's the ultimate lowest form of failure that an artist does not want to achieve. Like, you don't want to get booed. That's what, like, it doesn't matter if you're a major artist. They're getting booed off stage. Yeah. It just does something to you.
Yeah, I've seen artists, I ain't gonna name them, but I've seen artists get booed and never get back on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, ain't that serious? Get back up there.
Yeah, because you should never let anyone discourage you from something that God blessed you with. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You have to keep going. Yeah, you're going to get a few, it was whack, it was lame, or I want to hear such and such. I don't want to hear you. You got to, how can I say this? You got to take it, I want to say with a grain of salt.
I was thinking it.
Yeah, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
But it actually, it's good tips.
Yeah.
It helps. Because I've done shows and I've seen the crowd just sit there, you know, with a slow bop and then gone about their business. And I've seen people like really turn. And I'm like, okay, what did I do? Yeah. What did I do here that I didn't do here that made these people? But also you got to remember, it's wherever you at.
Right.
You know, different people like different stuff. You know, I performed in Memphis and everybody out there was turning and stuff. And then I performed in New Orleans and people just laid back chilling. I'm like, okay, I guess, because you know New Orleans is that bounce music.
Yeah.
So that wasn't what I was performing, so I understood why they were like, okay, that's tight, but it ain't us.
Yeah. You have to speak the language of the people. You know, like a lot of people ask me like, man, you way in Mississippi, how you get people, you know what I'm saying, LA to, you know what I'm saying, rock with your music? You have to figure out who your audience is first.
I was gonna say that.
True.
And however they talk, that's how you have to rap. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm from Mississippi. I got a little country in me, but when I talk to my West Coast fans, like, they even call me on my video messenger on IG. That's a lot of things people don't know. So, I do get a lot of calls. So, they be like, you know, what's going on, homie? I be like, what's up, homie? Like that. I speak the language with them. Yeah. I'm not faking the LA sound. I'm letting them know, like, yo, this dude can connect with us. So, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
I admire the time that you've taken to learn your craft.
Okay.
You know,
thank you.
You've been doing this for plenty of years, and to be honest, you could have quit by now. You know what I'm saying? You could have, Kris could have quit it by now. But I admire y'all and the rest of the crew. They know who they are, who keep going, who have enough faith to know that it's coming, and you're waiting on your time. But in the meantime, you're preparing for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know your literature. You spoke about knowing your audience. You know you have a brand, and you understand things like that. I feel like